Yamofra aduane di ehu hia ankasa ne de ma omo di ekomo honam mu. It plays important roles in their upkeep, in their growth, and in them staying healthy. Nutrition is a very important factor to consider for our babies. What they put into their bodies is what they bring out. So if you are giving your baby food, you need to be very, very cautious what you give to your baby. On today's episode of About Time, I'm going to teach you some very quick recipes that you can give to your babies, very nutritious and very healthy, here on City Star TV. My name is Nanaya, as always. If you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, Mr. Wa button na weni tiano. Me a subscribe button and so na other episodes I work on and also I share near my womb no and for which if you haven't followed us on all our social media handles, it's Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at City Star TV. Monko so na mon subscribe me channel ho abasisia. Yo ebusia for mama kwa ba me gidi se mra me twa me ho bae no subscribe base nya me kan na asa na me ko break me ma oti ase se na me ba be kire mo ko ye find a passion e quick recipes for your baby, very nutritious abufa de na pomodin tini or fruits. Your nurses, your midwives, your doctors will advise you say fruits are very important for your babies. And so then me be kire mo 2-3 ingredients recipes are abufa ni so na komodo ba na betimi ahohyew so prepare them and then make them very quick for your babies, and they are very nutritious. They have a lot of vitamins and minerals and natural sugars and carbohydrates that will help your baby grow and stay healthy. It's a nelo share on my table. I have bananas, I have pineapple, I have mango, avocado, and I'm saying before your friend a pear and papaya, and then I have water and then baby formula. It's in your here basically one fruit and some of the formula and then water. It's in Baba Tremor. So we start with our mangoes. Let's start with our mango puree. So you see here, you buy your mango or you take you say you will feel out say yeah. You get your mango, you wash them very nicely, you slice, you peel them, and then you slice them into pieces like you can see right here. And then I'm going to take my mangoes and it's going to go into my blender here. So, with the aid of my spoon, I'm putting my mangoes in my blender right here. Good. The mango ni na akom. It's the next one I may say, so babies no omodidie, they still need the ingredient, the nutrients they are getting from breast milk. Or if you're not being able to lactate your baby naturally, you're going to be having to give your baby formula. We're going to use you're calling baby formula here, right here. That is our formula. I'm going to put in 2 tablespoons of formula into the mango in the blender. So in goes my formula, and then I just add some few drops of water. Just some few drops. Mango nankasano se insure when it contains water, so on its own it's going to be able to I'm just going to add some few droplets to help with the blade, so it actually blends into a very soft puree. So in goes just a few drops of water. That's fine. See, here is a mango puree. I put in mangoes. I put in 2 tablespoons of formula, and then I put in some few drops of water. So I'm about to cover it up, and then here we go. So you see, our puree is just done so quick, so fast. It's just ready. So see, as na mekaya na pasho. I am ready. I will bet me at the ama frana a commodine no amanedi amaname. In some way, you're going to take a very clean Tupperware, and we are going to preserve some. We're going to refrigerate some for future use. The baby cannot eat all. So here we go. Let me put it right here. You see, very smooth, very blended, and very safe for the baby. I'm going to take a tissue right here, and I'm going to just wipe my spoon a bit, then scoop up my puree into my Tupperware. So let me put my tissue right here. Well, if it's good for the baby, it's definitely good for adults. But I won't advise that you take unless you are ready to grow very big and fat, because this is very nutritious. It's very delicious, and I'm pretty sure. So, we adults now decide the way. Yeah. Obey kesi kutu 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 kutu. Ain't na recommend it say e mo far no mundi no mnye kutu kutu fe fe fe. So it's very tasty. Hmm. Mm. I want to be a baby again because this is very tasty and nutritious. And this is a mango puree. It's made from mangoes and formula and just a little bit of water. So here it is, looking all blended and smooth and juicy and tasty, very juicy and tasty. So we're just going to cover that up and put it on the side. So here you go. You can just refrigerate this and keep it. Your baby can eat. I think it can be 2 or 3 servings for your baby. And this is very nutritious. It contains the right amount of minerals and vitamins, natural sugars and carbohydrates that will help your baby grow healthy. So stay tuned. I'll get back and then we'll do all this. Welcome back. So we are still here on a bad time here on today's episode, and we are still doing our quick and fast recipes for our babies, nutritious quick and fast recipes for our babies. So we just finished with our mango puree as you wash, and now we are moving on to our pineapple puree. So you're going to need 1 pineapple. You're going to have to wash it and then peel it and then dice it up real nice as it looks right here. And then you're going to also need, again, your breast milk or your formula because your baby hasn't overgrown it yet. So the pineapple is going to go into the blender. Okay, so there it goes. And then we put in our scoops of baby formula, just like we did for the mango puree. So here goes our formula. There we go. And then, you know, pineapple is naturally juicy on its own, but just to aid in the blending, like I explained earlier, I'm just going to add some few drops of water. And we are all set. So we are going to cover it and then blend our pineapple puree. And there we are. Now pineapple is very juicy, and the fiber, even when you're chewing, you can realize that it contains a lot of juice. It's made up mostly of water. It's made up mostly of water, so it's very juicy. So at the end, you're not going to get a really thick texture like we got with the mango. This is going to be more watery, but it's also still very nutritious, still very good for your baby's health and for their upgrowth and everything. So here we are with our pineapple puree, just like I did with the mango. I'm going to pour that into a very nice Tupperware and then cover that. So here we go. All nice and smooth, so your baby doesn't choke on any fibers. You need to make sure they are all nice and smooth. There we go. So our pineapple puree is ready. This is recommended for babies. The minute you start introducing food to your baby, you start weaning your baby. This is very good for your baby. So it contains pineapple diced up nicely, and then scoops of formula and just a few drops of water to aid with the blending smoothly. So here it is all ready. So thank you. Stay tuned. We still have our banana and avocado, or what we call pear, to go through. So stay tuned and I'll be right back. Welcome back again. So we are almost done with most of our recipes when your friend a partial say about time there so wo na say e komodo abofra partial na anya fe na koto mori banchi mori abeka benku abe nkruma fro bia abofra na komodo ne na we your friend a partial recipes. These are quickie recipes for your baby ahoodin womb ebe boaning punto and in the health. So we are done with our mango puree and our pineapple puree. See about the core your banana puree so and like we've done with the previous ones, we're just going to need some few bananas and then our formula and some water, drops of water to help with the blending. So I'm going to peel my bananas and I am going to cut them up nicely into the blender. Okay. I'm using 4 fingers, so there, our bananas are in. And then like I did with the previous ones, now I'm going to add my baby formula. Scoops of my baby formula. So here it goes. First scoop and 2 scoops like I did with the previous recipes. So I've added my 2 scoops of formula and I'm going to add my few drops of water to help with the blending like I said. And there it goes. Now banana is thicker than all the fruits we've done so far, so it's going to really give us a very thick puree. So here we go. And see, all done. How quick is this? And you have another yet nice dish, nice meal for your newborn, for your baby, for your 6 months old. No matter how old your baby is, they are never too old for a puree. So here is our banana puree all ready, and I'm going to pour it here to our nice Tupperware. See, very, very. Oh my God, I get hungry looking at this. I mean, isn't it amazing? And your newborn can eat this at all times. It doesn't matter. This is just fruit and formula. Highly recommended for your baby. Look at how soft and juicy and mushy it is, you know. So there are no chunks in it. So your baby will not choke when eating this. It's very, very much recommended for your baby. I'm going to cover that up also as well and then put it there. And I'm going to also go take a U-turn, come right back, and then we'll do the avocado. Stay tuned. So you're still watching Abata here on City Star TV. I'm your host Nanaya as always, and we've already been through most of our quick recipes for today's episode. We've done our mango puree, our pineapple puree, and our banana puree. We are now done to the very last one on today's menu, and that's avocado puree, or as we call it here, pear. So like I've done with all the previous ones, I'm going to slice it up. And actually, this is a very highly recommended puree for babies. It's highly nutritious. It contains good fat for your baby's growth. It's not just for babies, actually, it's for adults, but it's amazing for babies, especially if you're now going to introduce food to your baby. I will recommend that you do the avocado puree. Even though avocado is considered a vegetable, it's very, very good. The puree is very, very good for your baby. So I'm going to cut the avocado into the blender like I did with the bananas. So there we go. It wants to give me some issues, but here we go. Okay, nicely cut. There you go. Okay, let's do this. So here we eat these raw all the time. I think it's a very nutritious vegetable that we eat with a lot of meals, especially with bread. I love mine with bread. So for the babies, we recommend that you add your baby formula and then you blend it up nicely because they can't eat this on their own. So I'm going to add up our formula like I've done with the previous recipes. 2 scoops. And I'm going to add my few drops of water. Okay. I don't want you to be left out. And then I'm going to cover it. And sorry, I have a little stain. So there we go. I'm going to wipe my hands. There you go. And now we're going to blend. So there we go. Wow, this is really thick. So I think I'm going to need a little more water. Okay. Much better now. I think it's almost ready. Still very thick, so more water. Okay, so we are all set now. I'm going to put this here. And our avocado puree is ready. Very, very thick. You can see it's very, very thick. So I'm going to scoop that up into a Tupperware like I did with the previous ones. And here we go. I think this is the thickest puree I've had amongst all the other purees. This is the thickest one and it's the most nutritious one as well. You can add a little more water if you're not sure, but I think this is thick enough. I think this is thick enough that a baby can eat and not necessarily choke on the meal. So this is good enough. And there we go. Our avocado puree all ready for your babies, and it's very tasty. If you think it's not tasty, I'm going to taste it, and I'm going to let you watch me live and survive this. This is very, very delicious. This is very, very delicious. I think I'm going to be eating more by myself. So this is highly recommended for babies. It's very healthy. It's very nutritious for your babies. Avocado puree is ready like all our other quick recipes. So I'm going to take a short commercial. I'm going to take a short break and then I'll be right back and then we can talk all about our purees. Yo, yeah, chef, for your partial recipes, no, your quick recipes for our babies, no, are you ready? Now, I'll show you if you see mango puree, pineapple puree, banana puree, and avocado, and I be before your friend paya pear puree. So, with the mango puree, we used mangoes, baby formula, and some few drops of water. The same goes with our pineapple. We use pineapple, baby formula, and some few drops of water. And then with our banana, we use banana, baby formula, and a few drops of water. And then avocado, we use avocado, baby formula, and a few drops of water. So basically, they kind of say, "Abu fana komodina." That's what starting manager. I'm a person shall manager. A journey is a many a partial. Oh, here name about me and be pet. Near a here a fruit and a vegetable now we use. And the vegetable we recommend is avocado. Yes, sir. And go find toast. And now make enquire side way. It's when you avocado and that's all fruits now by use now. Here breast milk and as a formula what the beka ho na de nsuo kakra aka ho ama wetimi ayam ama na fefeko na and the dem ama oba na ndi ama na hia no. Please make sure it's very smooth blended so your baby doesn't choke on any fibers. So this has been about time here, this episode. I hope it was really educative. I hope you learned a lot. These foods are very nutritious. They contain a lot of vitamins and minerals and natural sugars and carbohydrates that's going to help and aid you in your baby's health and growth. So I highly recommend these recipes for you. I hope you enjoyed today's episode of About Time. Yeah, if you haven't subscribed, I keep reminding you, please do so. The notification button is right there. Kindly hit on that so you don't miss out on any other informative, entertaining, and educative episodes as well. Follow us on all our social media handles on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter. The name is City Star TV. I'm your host as always, Tanaya, and I'll catch you same time next week.